has always been and always will be. For millennia, the forces of good and evil have been locked in eternal battle over the control of Earthrealm. Some seek to use the tournament to destroy all that is good. Others seek vengeance, power, or eternal life. Time after time, each individual threat has been vanquished, and Earthrealm has enjoyed relative peace for many years. But there is concern that Earth is once again in peril. And this time, the threat of evil has two faces. It is now known that the sorcerer Quan Chi has escaped from the Netherrealm. Since his escape, Quan Chi has unlocked the secret of the ancient runestone, discovered the ancient undefeatable army of the long-forgotten Dragon King, and most disturbing of all, formed an alliance with one of our deadliest enemies, Shang Tsung. With their combined strength, they plotted to overpower the only two beings who could prevent their total domination of the two realms. The first was the Emperor of Outworld, Shao Kahn. In a false show of allegiance, they sprung their attack. They then traveled to Earthrealm by way of a mystical portal known only to sorcerers and deities. There, they confronted Earth's mightiest warrior and champion of Mortal Kombat, Liu Kang. It has been Shang Tsung's desire to consume the soul of Earthrealm's greatest warrior. With Quan Chi's assistance, he achieved this goal. Liu Kang is dead. They have since returned to Outworld and are using the souls of conquered warriors to resurrect the Dragon King's undefeatable army. Should they succeed, they will have the means to conquer Outworld and eventually Earthrealm. They will be unstoppable. I can no longer stand idly by and watch this evil consume the world. I have relinquished my status as Elder God to return to Earth and lead you all to battle against our old adversaries. We must act now. We must stop this deadly alliance.
Hello everybody and welcome to a new playthrough on the channel. As you can see, this time I'm gonna be playing Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, or Mortal Kombat 5 if you wanna call it. I think, to my recollection, this was the first Mortal Kombat game to actually introduce a Konquest mode to the game. Albeit, the Konquest here is not what actually means. It's not a story-driven gameplay style, you know. If you remember on Mortal Kombat 9, there were that tower challenge with, I believe, 300 challenges where you had to defeat enemies under certain conditions and whatnot. The Konquest here is pretty much the same. You just gotta keep performing combos and defeating enemies under certain conditions. Now, it's been roughly 15 years since I last played this game. I used to own this game on my PlayStation 2 back in the day, but I ended up trading all of my PlayStation 2 games when I bought my PlayStation 3, so since then I never actually played this game. However, I do remember a little bit about the game, when, you know, what I have to do and whatnot. and I think there might be more or less 200, let's call it, missions here on the Conquest mode. I don't know, I'm recording this before I actually play, so we're gonna have to wait and see. First of all, let me load my profile, which I've done it beforehand. There you go. I am using a PlayStation 2 emulator, so you might see that on the 2D information on the screen there might be a little blue lines. As far as I know, I cannot fix that. I've checked the forums and websites, and according to them, this emulator actually does this when you upscale the game on the computer, but I don't think that's gonna be an issue. So with that out of the way, my name is Schmitt Wylde, and this is Mortal Kombat 5 Deadly Alliance.
It is time, young warrior, for you to begin your worldly training. I have taught you much, but through your travels, you will attain a greater perspective. Remember my words, for they will guide you to your destiny. The path of every warrior has a humble beginning, and the road to one's destiny is long traveled. Each of life's challenges brings you closer to enlightenment. Experience is the path to understanding. By completing these many journeys to come, you will have gained the strength, speed, agility, and wisdom to master a variety of fighting arts.
So I actually don't know if the voice actually worked there. It was just a silly thing. Every step is a victory. How you maneuver in combat plays as much as part of your strategy as how you punch or kick. Tapping your direction buttons towards or away from your opponents will guide your movements, as you will see. Step forward and step towards the ninja 3 times, then step away from him 3 times. Wow. So this is the type of challenges we have to do at the moment. Do not assume that offensiveness is always the correct path to victory. A hasty retreat can give you the space you need to plan your next attack. By quickly tapping twice away from your opponent, you can perform a backward dash. Put distance between you and Scorpion by performing 3 backward dashes. Okay.
Superb!
Oh, it's so difficult. And there's gonna be a lot of this. But anyway.
Learn and forget. Make the technique a part of yourself before you move on.
I actually don't know if this voice changer is working, so I'm gonna have to wait and see. Becoming familiar with the fighting styles of the warrior you have chosen to emulate is very important. Know a fighting style like you would know yourself. Let no attribute escape you. Strike your opponent once with each of these 4 basic attacks to understand their characteristics. It was supposed to be showing on screen what I was supposed to do, but okay. Often you can perform different attacks with the same button by holding one of the directional buttons at the same time. For example, pressing triangle while holding backwards will execute a different attack than just pressing triangle. Okay. Mountain punch. Very nice.
Outstanding.
Outstanding.
One wins battle by making no mistakes. Making no mistakes is what establishes the certainty of victory, for it means conquering an enemy that is already defeated.
Attacks that are executed by combining the directional button and an attack button will often strike your opponents in different locations. In Sub-Zero's Shotokan fighting style, the circle button will initiate an attack to his opponent's chest. However, by holding backwards and circle, Sub-Zero will attack his opponent's knees. Strike Scorpion with each of Sub-Zero's high and low attacks. Fair enough. A mixture of high and low attacks can overcome the defenses of even the most determined foe. Strike Scorpion with 2 high attacks and 2 low attacks.
Well done.
Well done.
Let your rapidity be that one of the wind, your compactness that of the forest. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt.
Hard words there, difficult words to pronounce. You must learn to let your fighting technique flow from you. Every warrior has the potential to effortlessly link his or her moves into long attack combinations. For example, Sub-Zero can combine his Shotokan attacks 1 and 2 by pressing square and triangle in rapid succession. Test your attack combo skills, execute the Shotokan. Very nice. You are indeed a warrior of great skill. Well, thank you. You have mastered the technique of combining many attacks into one attack. This knowledge will serve you well on your coming journeys. Now try the full Icy Pain combo move.
Excellent.
Alright.
A pacifist cultivates good karma. Defense is just as important as offense in the art of the Mortal Kombat. A true warrior must know when to avoid contact as well as when to strike.
A defensive warrior can block an attack by holding R2 button while his opponent strikes. You must now attempt to block 5 of Scorpion's strikes. Okay. Get a little bit closer, Scorpion. Well done. Your opponent may attack from above or from below. You must learn to defend from either direction. Practice what you have learned and block against 3 of Scorpion's high attacks. Okay. Excellent. Now block 3 low attacks.
Superb.
Pretty straightforward. These coins are gonna come in handy later on.
For For you to become a true master of Mortal Kombat, you must learn to attack with multiple fighting styles. Every warrior has 3 fighting styles, each with its own strengths and weaknesses.
Sub-Zero's 3 fighting styles are Shotokan, Dragon, and Kori Blade. It is important to understand the different advantages and disadvantages of each fighting style. By using L1, a warrior can instantly switch to another fighting style with a completely different set of attacks and special moves. Depending on the situation, a warrior may choose to switch to a different fighting style to take advantage of its different attacks. Cycle Troll of 3, okay. Very difficult. You must now demonstrate your knowledge of multi-style fighting by striking your foe with an attack from each of your fighting styles. Okay.
Outstanding.
Very difficult, very, very difficult.
If you desire total victory in Mortal Kombat, you must learn to harness the tools at your disposal.
The weapon is an extension of every warrior's soul. Through a weapon may deliver great amounts of damage to one's opponent. Wielding a weapon also means taking more damage. Be wary of your health while brandishing a weapon. Use your Kori Blade to beat your opponent's senses. Likewise, if your opponent is wielding a weapon, take advantage of his and her increased vulnerability and strike to achieve maximum combative effectiveness. Oh, that's something I actually never knew. Because when I played this game back in the day, I didn't understand English very well, so I actually didn't know about this increased damage you take while holding a weapon. That's nice, actually. It's important to kind of balance it out, maybe.
A tree sways in the breeze. By mastering the 3D walk, a dexterous warrior can outmaneuver an attacking foe, avoid external barriers, or force an opponent into an obstacle.
A useful 3D walk technique is the evasion. If timed right, an attacking opponent can be dodged, leaving him or her open for a counterattack. This method of evasion will require much practice, but once you have mastered it, you will become a most formidable combatant. Quickly sidestep Shang Tsung's attack as it approaches. Okay.
Excellent.
Very difficult, very difficult. You have mastered the fundamentals of Mortal Kombat. Use this knowledge well as you begin your spiritual journey and experience conflict through the eyes of skilled warriors. So, here it is. We have now that the beginning of the let's call it training, like the game actually called like that, it's done. Apparently I'm free to select each character to learn more about their attacking techniques and attacking patterns. I'm gonna do that with each of the available characters. I don't know how to actually unlock these 9 locked characters. I don't know if you have to progress to the Konquest mode or if you have to unlock them by beating the game, the arcade mode with whoever is available. I'm gonna look into that. But I guess for now that's it. I appreciate everyone for watching. Next time I'll come back with... maybe let's do this in order with Shang Tsung's Konquest part. So again, thank you guys and take care.